The neon lights of New York City flickered in the rain-soaked night, casting an eerie glow over the abandoned construction site. The site had become the battleground for two formidable duos, each vying for dominance in the underworld. On one side stood Bebop and Rocksteady, the mutated henchmen of the notorious Shredder. On the other, Taka and Razor, the vicious mutants recently unleashed upon the city. Bebop, the warthog mutant with a penchant for heavy artillery, adjusted his shades and brandished his laser gun. Beside him, Rocksteady, the hulking rhinoceros mutant, cracked his knuckles, his thick hide gleaming under the streetlights. They were confident, having faced the teenage mutant ninja turtles numerous times. Tonight, however, their opponents were different. From the shadows emerged Taka, the massive snapping turtle with a spiked shell, and Razor, the fearsome wolf mutant with razor-sharp claws. They snarled in unison, their eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger. The air crackled with tension as the two pairs of mutants sized each other up. "Looks like we've got some new contenders," Rocksteady rumbled, his voice a gravelly threat. "Time to show these amateurs how it's done," Bebop sneered, his finger itching to pull the trigger. Taka growled, his voice a deep rumble. "You think you can take us, Warthog? We'll crush you." Razor's snarl was more guttural. "Prepare to be shredded, Rhino." Without warning, the battle erupted. Bebop fired his laser gun, the red beams slicing through the air. Taka raised his spiked shell, deflecting the blasts with ease. Rocksteady charged at Razor, their clash sending shockwaves through the ground. Bebop and Taka circled each other, each looking for an opening. Bebop swung his gun like a club, but Taka's shell was impervious. With a roar, Taka lunged, his powerful jaws snapping inches from Bebop's face. Bebop retaliated with a barrage of laser fire, finally scoring a hit on Taka's exposed arm. Taka snarled in pain but seemed more enraged than injured. Meanwhile, Rocksteady and Razor were locked in a brutal melee. Razor's claws raked across Rocksteady's tough hide, but the rhinoceros mutant was unfazed. He lifted Razor and threw him against a pile of steel beams. Razor recovered quickly, leaping back into the fray with a feral growl. The battle raged on, each side landing devastating blows. Bebop and Rocksteady's brute strength was matched by Taka and Razor's ferocity. The construction site became a war zone, debris flying as the mutants clashed. Realizing that brute force alone wouldn't win the fight, Bebop and Rocksteady exchanged a quick glance. They needed a strategy. Bebop distracted Taka with a feint, while Rocksteady tackled Razor to the ground, pinning him. With a surge of adrenaline, Bebop seized a large steel beam and swung it at Taka, finally knocking the massive turtle off balance. Rocksteady, holding Razor in a vice-like grip, slammed the wolf mutant into the ground repeatedly. Razor howled in pain but continued to struggle. Seeing their opportunity, Bebop and Rocksteady combined their strength, lifting both Taka and Razor and hurling them into a nearby concrete mixer. The machine roared to life, entangling the two mutants in a whirl of cement and metal. As the dust settled, Bebop and Rocksteady stood panting, their bodies bruised but their spirits unbroken. They watched as the concrete mixer churned, finally grinding to a halt with Taka and Razor immobilized inside. "We did it, buddy," Rocksteady grunted, offering a fist bump to Bebop. "Yeah, those chumps didn't stand a chance," Bebop replied, grinning as he returned the gesture.